If you are new to the channel, then subscribe the channel and press the bell icon for further notification. Okay student, welcome you all to this new lecture of trigonometry part 1 intermediate level. Here we are solving previous year JEE main questions. So today I will be solving question number 5, 6, 7, 3 questions starting from question number 5 to up to question number 7. Okay, then let's try to solve these questions. Now if you see question number 5, now what is given in question number 5, this is given, these two statements are given and the condition is this one. Then they are asking which one is true. Now if you see this one, if you multiply it by 2, then you have 2 cos A cos B, 2 sin A sin B, 2 cos beta cos gamma, 2 sin beta sin gamma, 2 cos. So if you see all these 2, then one thing should come in your mind. Suppose if I multiply this one, then it will be cos beta minus gamma, cos gamma minus alpha, cos alpha minus beta, then it is minus 3. Okay, so if I write it like this, if I expand it, it will be cos beta cos gamma plus 2 sin beta sin gamma, gamma, then 2 cos gamma cos alpha plus 2 sin gamma sin alpha. You can write lots of things, 2 cos alpha cos beta plus 2 sin alpha sin beta. Now if you take 3 this side and you do, because all lots of 2's are there, so what we can do, and these two statements are also there, so you can do it sin square alpha plus sin square beta plus sin square gamma, then cos square alpha plus cos square beta plus cos square gamma. So what I have done, I have added 3. You can see sin square plus cos square will give me 1, this will also give me 1, this is also give me. So in place of these 3 I am writing 3 1 1 1 1. So 1 plus 1 plus 1 3. So what will happen? So this you see, this all sign times you see, sin square a square plus b square plus c square, 2ab 2bc 2ca, that is a plus b plus c whole square. If you see the formula, so it will becoming this square. Similarly cos will also cos alpha cos beta cos gamma whole square. So if you, this one I have already seen, you have already seen, this is also positive, this is also positive. So two positive number addition is always positive. So it will only be 0 if both are 0, otherwise it cannot be 0, because both are positive. If we add two positive number, it will never be 0. 2 plus 2 will never be 0. If it has to be 0 sum, because the sum is 0, the only possible is this is 0, this is also 0, because this cannot go negative. Minimum value it can take is 0, minimum value it can take is 0. So ultimately that means this is also can be 0, this is also can be 0. That means A, B both are true. That is your option C. This one you have seen in doing quadratic advanced questions. Some of the questions we have used this concept. Square is always positive. Square is always positive. Sum of two positive is always positive. It cannot go negative. It cannot go negative, but it can go 0. So if the sum has to be 0, because the positive, if it becomes positive, then it will never be 0. So only option you have, keep it as 0, keep it as 0, then only the sum will be 0, otherwise it will never be 0. Next is question number 6. So in 6 what they are asking, cos alpha minus beta is given, sin alpha minus beta is given, sin tan 2 alpha they are asking, and your alpha beta both becomes both is in between 0 to pi by 4. Okay, if it is 0 to pi by 4, then you can have some idea what will be alpha plus beta. That will be in between, obviously 0 to 90, because both are between 0 to pi by 4, both are below 45. So if you add this, then your alpha plus beta will also be less than pi by 2, and your alpha minus beta will also be less than pi by 2, because this will be also in then first quadrant, this will be also in first quadrant. Okay, so both are in first quadrant. So you can try now this one. They are asking 2 tan 2 alpha. So tan 2 alpha you can easily write alpha plus beta plus alpha minus beta. So it will be 2 alpha beta. So now you can apply tan A plus tan B. So it will be tan A plus tan B divided by 1 minus tan A tan B. And this you can easily find from a simple right angle triangle. So it is given cos alpha plus beta. So this angle is alpha plus beta. So it is cos is given 4 by 5. If it is 5 4, then it is 3. So you can easily find tan alpha beta. And here another triangle if you draw, this is alpha minus beta suppose. Here sin alpha minus beta is given. So it is 5 13. So it will be 12. Under root 13 square minus 5 square if you do, it will be 5. Here I have typed down under root 5 square minus 4 square, Pythagoras formula. So what will be tan alpha plus beta? 3 by 4. Tan alpha minus beta 5 by 12. 1 minus 3 by 4 into 5 by 12. So if you do it, it is 56 by 33. That is your option B. You can easily do this calculation. Both are in first quadrant, so 10 will be also positive, so that's why I have taken the positive values. You can see your sin alpha. One thing you can see, your alpha plus beta is guaranteed. It will be less than 90 degree because it is 45. Alpha minus beta, you cannot say it will be less. It will from 0. It can go negative also. That's why I have written negative there. It will be less than pi by 4, pi by 2, but it can go fourth quadrant also, because if your alpha is 20, suppose beta is 30, so 20 minus 30 is minus 10. But if you see your sin alpha minus beta, that is positive. So if your sin is positive, if it is in fourth quadrant, then sin could not have been positive, because sin is positive. That means this is obviously in first quadrant. So that's why I am considering all the positive values. So this you have to keep it in your mind. This is always in first quadrant, no need to see. Here it will be less than 90 degree, okay, but you don't know which one is bigger. If alpha is small, then beta is, then it can go up to negative side. Negative side, that means in, obviously because it is less than 45, it will reach up to this much only. It will be 45, suppose the highest value, it is 45, it is 0, so it can go maximum minus 45, that is in fourth quadrant. But it cannot go fourth quadrant because sign is given positive. Alpha minus beta sign is positive. That means everything is in first quadrant, so you try with first quadrant. Now in question number 7, this is given, then for all value of x, what is the range of a? So if this is given, so let me, because it is cos to the power 4, so you can see the maximum value it can go, because the maximum it can is 1. Either this one is 1, if this is 1 then this is 0, if this is 1 then this is 0, because cos and sin are complementary. So its maximum value will be 1. So from seeing this one, you can see either option D or A will be the answer. This much we know. Either of these two will be the answer. This never be 1. Okay, so if you go this one, you can try it with let us convert everything in cos, because it is cos to the power 4. So 1 minus cos square cos to the power 4. So if I make it perfect square, so 2 into cos square into half plus half square plus 1 minus half square. So if I do it in this fashion, then it is cos square x minus half whole square, because I know the limit of cos square. That's why I want to reduce it in cos square. So if it comes to cos square, then I can know what is the range of cos square. Cos square range is between 0 to, cos square we know it is between 0 to 1, because it is positive. Cos is from minus 1 to 1. So if I add now minus half both side, if you deduct minus half, so it will be minus half and then 1 minus half. Now if you take again square, so negative will go out because it is square. So we will write, don't square it directly, it will be 0, because it, in case of square, this negative will not come. So it will be up between 0 to 1 by 4. It is not simply square. So if it is simply square, then both sides will be 1 by 4. You have to think it if you are squaring it. What you are thinking, because I am squaring it, so negative portion will go. It will be between 0 to pi by 4, 1 by 4. It is not simple square I am saying. So now you need to add 3 by 4. So if you add 3 by 4 both side, 1 by 4 whole square plus 3 by 4, then what is the range you are getting? 1 by 4 plus 3 by 4, and this side 0 plus 1 3 by 4 is 3 by 4. So this is the requirement. Where is the range you can see it is 1, and here it is 3 by 4. So your range is between 3 by 4 to 1, that is your option D. So you can see this one, this was the requirement where it goes. So this one we have calculated starting from cos square x. Whatever it is there, we are trying to match it with this one. You try to make cos square x like this only. So I am doing step by step so that I reach here. So I found the range, it is between 3 by 4 to 1. If you like the video, then press the like button and please give your valuable comments in the comment section.